everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to answer the question, does Bangalore suck now? And well, we're going to ask it from one of the professionals that we have on SOAR who plays Bangalore a lot, who provided the guide here on the channel. We're going to put a card on the upper right. So if you're curious on how to play Bangalore and improve with her, there's that guide. So Fontaine, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Thank you for asking.
Awesome. So I'm going to ask you three questions. First off, how do you feel about the Bangalore nerf?
I can't lie, that kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. Can't lie, but I don't think they're too bad. The smokes are a little rough, but I think it's okay. Not too bad.
Not too bad. Okay, that's hopeful for Bangalore's, because at one point it feels like everyone was going to abandon Bangalore, right off the rip.
Yeah, it ain't that bad, I don't think.
Okay, so with it being not that bad, does this impact your decision making on the perks?
It does a little bit. Since they also changed the like the auto ping, like if they trigger your double time, I started using that a bit more before the nerf. But since they buffed the healing as well, like the healing speed or whatever, I for sure started using that a lot more. And yeah, no, that's about it. I also now choose like the ult production instead of like my smokes.
Nice. That's kind of more of a balance. So what would you say was, because I'm asking another question here because I think we're starting to get to more deeper conversation. Out of all the Bangalore nerfs so far, which one was the most impactful and which one do you feel like was like, don't stress about? So kind of two-part question there.
Okay, most impactful, definitely the smokes. And the ult change, that was definitely like 7-second change off the smokes. So that kind of hurt. But the double time change that happened a while ago, that wasn't too bad. The 7 seconds, like less than 7 seconds smoke was terrible.
I have to ask a question. Does this impact how you utilize your smokes, or do you feel like you use them still the same?
I use them the same, but I make decisions faster off of them, or I have something planned before I use them. Like you can't really stall that long.
That makes sense. And we're going to see that in your gameplay here. So the plan, just for everybody watching, we're going to commentate over gameplay from when Bangalore was nerfed, where Fontaine just popped off essentially, and we're going to break that down in his decision making, seeing that Bangalore hasn't been, I guess, hit too bad, definitely an overreaction, right? Would you say? I mean, still strong, yeah. Legend, right? And you would say Bangalore's still your main?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do now is I want to take a look at those moments to give some confidence to Bangalore mains that, hey, it's not all abandoned ship, and maybe just think a little smarter and think off the cuff a little bit more, and that segues perfectly. So let's go ahead and hop into the gameplay now. So in this first clip, the reason why I chose this is it was a strong use of the Bangalore passive. And so we decided to pick 3 different moments where you were utilizing the ability to boost. And I kind of want to get your thought process on this. So this is technically a 1v3 right here, but look at that passive control. I really want to break this down with you and what your thought process was and how do you use the passive to your strengths here to really overwhelm your opponents. So give me your thoughts here on this encounter.
Got you. So the reason why when I first peeked them, I kind of jiggled there to like trigger the passive in the first place. And when I ran away here, I wanted them to like think that I was actually like fully running. Like, and I broke LOS to like fatigue bounce back, kind of like throw them off guard. Because usually a solo wouldn't reach out that ever, but if I had to double time, I wanted to kind of like just bait them out. This guy, he just, I don't know, I kind of just fell on him by accident. I shouldn't probably chase that guy to be real, but I kind of tried baiting double time out again.
What's really interesting here as well is that you're going for peaks but not resetting for healing, but using that double time. And correct me if I'm wrong, to get the surprise here, like let's take a look at the sweep right here that happens. You get the double time and then you move up even faster than the Mad Maggie could. Is that what the intention was there?
It was. I wanted to catch her like running up to me versus like meeting her at the box, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to kind of like cut her off a little bit.
And this is where a lot of Bangalores can learn about the aggression that is being used here, is that it seems like you would be a hard throw, but you're gaining a lot of space and you're surprising your opponent by catching them off guard of what you would normally do.
Right, exactly.
So this is a great just flex. I mean, your teammates were down. This is a 1v3. Just even from the very beginning here of how you managed, like you said, the jiggle peak was just to get the passive, but because you can move around so quickly, just how much you were able to utilize that to your advantage and really throw them off.
Exactly. Like me running away, I knew that they were probably full chase because 3-man versus 1, they probably get like really kill hungry for that.
Yeah.
Me doubling back, that would definitely like throw them off, which think it did pretty well.
Yeah, it's a clean. You're isolating fights technically here, and then you're doubling back to cover, and then bouncing around, forcing your teammate to miss shots and just be completely overwhelmed. What would you say would be your biggest tip to helping somebody make these calculated decision making, their decision making process essentially? What would be your tip to them? Or even I might learn something even for me. What's your best advice? Would be going for it? What would be your thoughts here?
For me, I like to think in the mindset of the squad that's chasing me. I know for a lot of the time, if I'm like a full 3-man fighting one guy, most of the time he's not gonna like try and double back or fight that or try and reach out, especially with movement, right? So I like to like think about it from their perspective and try and do like the opposite of what they think is gonna happen. Kind of like catching them off guard.
You're essentially playing that off meta, so throwing them off, playing mind games essentially once you get to this level. And that's why I always feel like that's why people react the way they do, because they're like, what is they doing? What is this? Doesn't make any sense, because it doesn't make any sense. And so based on this incredible gameplay, you guys got to check out the full video on Fontaine's channel. So please, we're gonna have a link down in the description once he posts it. We're only gonna cover some of the moments. He gets a total of how many kills would you say in this round did you get?
I want to say 21 kills and like 5k damage, something like that.
So we're not going to showcase it. There's some other super glides and great moments, but we're going to segue now to the next moment where you were utilizing more of your ultimate for a push. And we're going to discuss what your thought process was when utilizing the ultimate. Let's go to segue to that now. All right, so in this clip, I remember seeing you had a nice spray here, but I want to talk about your decision making, and we can pause it as well. Breaking down why. I know the other one we're doing a lot of rewinding, but the movement was really key to constantly see and flow. And I think here we can pause and really break down why you decided to use your ultimate. We see a 3-stack here, and I'll kind of let you take it from here and how you were thinking to approach this fight as a duo. So give us your thoughts.
So in my mind right now, I see that they pretty much have to like rotate into us. They could go to like the hillside, but it's a pretty open area besides that one building. So a bang ult here would be really good, especially if I wanted to push up on them, which I did originally. But I kind of want to play a little bit safe as well, because it is like a man advantage on their part. They do have 3, we do have 2, so I kind of wanted to like play it a little bit safe. I did miss some shots here, which I probably should have hit, but I did have the reset. Honestly, if I didn't miss those shots, and I didn't get that damage, I definitely would have kept on pushing for sure, because they all kind of had to like back up a little bit and just chill. But
because you're getting a lot of damage here and a lot of opportunities to really move forward, even though your teammate is healing still. Let's talk about the bangle and also its real, I guess you can call it purpose as well. Because you said you wanted to take it slow and find an opportunity. So when you threw this down, what were you hoping that the enemy was going to do? And I'll pause it once you throw it down. All right, there it is. So what was your hopes that the enemy was going to do, and what were you going to do essentially after this ult, whether it was good or bad?
In an ideal situation, I was hoping that at least 2 of them would back up and either like play that building I'm looking at right there.
Yep.
And maybe have one guy chow, which the one guy did chow on the right side on that box. Ideally, I would have them, they would both be in the building. I would chow the guy on the box that I shot. And then if I got that knock, I would just keep going and try to get the knocks in the building as well.
Nice. That's a really great tip. I think a lot of people don't realize that the purpose of the ult is to isolate an opponent or have somebody make a mistake, because everyone has a gut reaction. Do I hide? Do I push? Do I move forward? Do I move back? It's kind of the same power of like a grenade essentially, but on a larger
really good
scale.
Zoning tool. Yeah, very good zoning tool.
Exactly. And that gives you the power here, because even after the ult, I mean, you did get them to scramble a little bit, and because you're getting the damage, all you're waiting for here is essentially a mistake. There it is.
Yep. And the team that just flew in behind me out of nowhere. I don't know where they came from, to be honest.
So, well, this is a good question when you have another team. Let's say you got a knock, because you're not focused on the other team, you're focused on the new team. Why did you decide to switch focus here?
I see the time, it's like 20 seconds at the moment when they first flew in to a zone close. So if I did decide to push onto bridge and kill that team, this team's gonna hold me out for free, and I just die. Since I got the knock on the team behind me, they're gonna have to reset and heal. So now I can just take time to like get space in the zone and try and damage this team. And I can hold out both teams now.
Because you got a ton of kills. I know most people might make the mistake of say, I just got to kill everyone. I got to kill everyone. But you're thinking a few steps ahead, making sure you're not going to make it.
Yeah. Me playing the bridge there and getting held out of zone, that's like a full death sentence. I do not win that ever.
So let's talk about that. We're going to segue to the next moment because now we kind of understood the ultimate usage. We're going to talk about some smoking usage whenever you were essentially repositioning after I think your teammate died. So let's go to segue now. This is the moment where your teammate did die, got eliminated. Looks like they overextended, and you were looking for an opportunity as well. And again, reminder, you want to see this full gameplay, and you know we're skipping just to the educational moments. You got to check out Fontaine's channel. All right, you got to. So please be sure to support him on his YouTube channel and the full video because it's absolutely. All right, so what we're going to discuss now here is your thought process and why you started using smoke. And I think you know there's a team behind you, and you pick up 2 wingmans. And the cover is here in the smoke because you know that there's a team right behind you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So break down the smoke usage and why you decided to smoke, and what you could have even done better or worse.
Well, I know I was talking to chat about asking them to pick up double wingman or not. So I kind of wasted a lot of time just sitting there. And I knew that there was still a team behind me, so I didn't want to like take free damage. So I smoked myself there. And more than likely they'll come out through the front door where I smoked at. So I kind of wanted to break out the west there and not take damage while I was running in.
It's really smart. Yeah, because I mean,
as soon
there
as
they
it
are.
goes,
Look
boom.
at that.
Yep, exactly.
Look at that. So you predicted it. And it's like the smoke goes away, but you were still, like you said, thinking a few steps ahead on what could happen, right?
Exactly.
That was a great usage of smoke. I mean, technically they would have already saw you and been shooting.
Yep, and then this Ash TP, if I was already cracked, I'm pretty much dead here. I was already low.
Cover the last bit here where I guess, I mean, this team pretty much throws. Oh, there's another ult. So why'd you throw the ult there?
It's a pretty open area. They can't really go anywhere. I'm pretty sure there's no like rocks above them to block the ult too. So they're pretty much just kind of stuck here, or they're forced to like push out into like the open, make like a weird mistake, which I think this guy does in a couple seconds. I think at Bangalore push here,
Which is perfect because all you're looking. Oh, there they are.
Yep, there it is.
Out in the open. Look at that. So blatantly out in the open.
I whiffed a little bit here, but I think I killed him, man.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, they smoke back to get the cover, but I mean, there's only so much that you can do there, you know?
And a little tip with bank smoke too, if you smoke like towards zone and like there's like the enemy's like actually like his back is towards zone, you can pretty much see through the smoke.
That's a
His
good
smoke
tip.
was like pretty ineffective. Like he didn't do anything.
Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look because he is very transparent. You can see blatantly through it. Look at that. You can literally see the silhouette of him. It is not doing a whole lot.
Yeah, that's a weird bug, but in this case at least.
And then the last 4 Ash, I believe, at this point. Well, actually, they res. It look. But still isolate for looks like they still isolate for the 1v1. For some reason, there's a smoke there. I assume that's to block out the caustic.
Yes, sir. And I caught myself getting a little overzealous for this, so I said, you know, I'm gonna just back up and just play hide and let them push into me since zone's coming in.
Smart. Patience, that patience so you don't throw.
Exactly.
It's hard. It's hard to pull away, even if you're at a high skill level and wait for those moments, right? Or know when to wait for them.
Especially when I hit him for like 172 before this. So he was literally one. I didn't want to like just too much and die for it.
Yeah.
Even this is pretty stupid what I did here. I definitely shouldn't have even done this.
You just feel that energy of like, he's just so low.
No,
I just need to
literally.
kill him. He's just so low.
Like, it was like annoying me at that point. I'm like, bro, how are you alive right now? Like, what is going on?
So we're gonna do, I'm not gonna spoil the ending because I want people to watch your full video. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it there and how you clutch this out because I want to segue people to your full video. And there was a lot of other fights that you won and that you did some insane super glide. So we're gonna wrap up the video there. Fontaine, thank you so much for coming out, and everyone, please gotta watch the full video. Now you kind of got the educational portion. You gotta watch the full video now that you have the context and really enjoy it. So Fontaine, where can they find you at?
All my socials are at Fontaine, FLNT4YNE.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a like and comment, guys, and we'll see you guys all in the next one.
Bye.